Twitch Prime. It's the reason I actually sub anybody. It's like, I got a free sub.
I'm here for the food.
I use mine for a Jonah all the time. I just resub. There he goes. Don't say I didn't give you anything.
All right, we are live.
And we're going to be live in a second on Facebook because, of course, it lags behind. A stupid thing.
Kill your audio, yeah.
Let's do. It's just not an episode without.
Oh yeah, without audio playing in the background.
It's pretty good. I find this podcast funnier than anybody else does.
Facebook is not up yet.
No, Facebook's up. It's up.
I just shared it.
Alright.
And 3. And 2. And 1. Live from the 6th subfloor basement of the Guys, Games, and Beer Towers. It's the podcast that just won't quit, even though they keep trying to ask us to. Guys, Games, and Beer!
Yeah!
Been drinking early tonight.
Yes, we have. I like that. It takes the edge right off the show.
Doesn't it? Not like we ever had a real edge.
No, but hey, okay,
Yeah.
I'm using that as my excuse. Don't take it away from me.
We're the Edgy Podcast. We got spikes.
We got something or another, that's for sure.
Oh, yes, and believe me, you're going to need a shot afterwards.
Yes, you will. Actually, take a shot during the show. It'll make the show much funnier, trust me.
Yeah, I missed a beat.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
So I suppose we should get right into this tonight and start with Beer Court.
We should, but somebody should turn up the beer cord.
Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da.
Beer cord, cheap edition.
We are doing something different for Beer Court tonight, aren't we, Rob?
We are. To heck with special. To heck with that hoity-toity, snobby beer stuff. None of those ales. None of those, well, all right, none of those IPAs.
Right.
Nothing Christmassy, nothing holiday special, no. We're going to go to a fine Pilsner.
You bet. And you guys know I love my pills and my lagers. So tonight we're doing Miller Lite, a fine Pilsner beer. Inside is a fine Pilsner beer brewed with the highest quality ingredients. We use choice hops from the Pacific Northwest, as well as Noble Saz hops to deliver more taste, aroma, and color with only 96 calories per 12 ounces, Rob. So if you're on a diet, drink water.
Yeah.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hey,
Let's give this a try and see what we have here. We have never done a major label, like a mainstream beer on the show before. So we
did PBR that one episode.
Oh, we did. That's right. We did do PBR one time.
Because we forgot to pick up a beer. In this case, we actually had a decent beer.
Yeah, but we still opted to go with the Miller Lite.
Oh God! I knew it was Miller Lite, but I just realized it's Miller Lite.
Yeah, it is Miller Lite.
My soul, it burns.
You know, here's the thing. It doesn't taste like much of anything. It's like if you took a beer, water, added it to a glass of water, put a few drops in the top of a glass of water, you would have Miller Lite.
Well, it's like taking the dirty dishwater out of the sink and mixing it with club soda.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to go with a bad flavor. The flavor is not bad. There's just not a lot of it. It is a light beer. I'm not going to condemn them. The product is what the product is.
Yeah, but if you enjoy the taste of a couple dirty pennies dropped in some stale
Well, hey, allow me to.
Dallas does not share my view on this.
I'm still drinking it. Beer's beer. It's just,
allow me to share what my first what my grandpa likes to describe this beer as, and then my uncle.
All right.
Oh boy.
Grandpa, it's like drinking. You just plugged about 20 beers into your buddy, and he had to take a leak. You drank his beer. You drank his piss. My uncle goes a little bit worse.
Wow, wait a minute.
Okay.
This is moose piss. Why are you feeding me moose piss?
Canadian?
Oh, it does. It's
Hey, Ryan! We miss you, Ryan.
Yes, I know. I too prefer PBR, but
And Heather's on.
Yeah. No, and
In the house.
yes, again, we all prefer PBR, but you gotta expand your horizons. We've all drank Miller Lite before, but you know something? It is all right. So, if you want a light beer, it's a light beer. It's exactly what it says it is. It's,
You almost did it like Larry there. If you need a light beer, then you grab a light beer.
right. Well, light with a GHT versus an LITE.
I never.
Great way to ruin your life.
I
on a
never
budget.
understood the difference between LIGT and LITE.
Copywriting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's not real light beer, so you have to change the spelling a little.
It's yeah, again, I won't condemn it totally. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We've all been at the stadium or a concert or a show, and guess what they've got? Miller products.
Or been at a party.
Yeah, where this is on tap.
Or, if you're feeling a little reminiscent and you miss that taste of PP mixed with ginger ale, you got the light,
Wow, he is a lot less kind to this than I'm trying to be. I'm
still
trying to
drinking
be.
it.
I'm trying to be kind to this.
Hey,
I'm really trying to be kind to this.
One of the very few
I'm trying
college,
too.
One of the very few college parties that I actually went to, they had a keg of this on tap, and I was just filling up and drinking, and then they're going, "Aren't you worried you're gonna get drunk?"
Who worries about getting drunk?
Yeah, not just that, but Wisconsin. Let me just phrase that out. This is Wisconsin. We don't get drunk.
As well as this was in Madison.
Oh, really? They were all out-of-state students. Trust me.
Yeah.
Wisconsin students,
Yeah.
one, wouldn't have had this on a keg of this, and two, wouldn't have been worried about you getting drunk. All right.
Light beer. When you have no self-respect.
All right, so let's go
Pretty
ahead
much
and pass judgment on this. I am not going to give it a thumbs down.
I'm gonna go middle.
I mean,
'cause
you can
sideways-
drink it.
It's drinkable. It is perfectly drinkable.
drinkable.
But
Sideways, it's alcohol. Why complain?
I've
right,
had-
thank you.
I've had worse in the craft beer category. I mean, that's true. It has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But, I guess this does prove that no taste at all is better than a bad taste.
Yeah.
And yes, Heather, we are professionals. All right. So, Rob, what's the real reason we're on? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Judge Rob.
Oh, wow. Tom committed a breach of etiquette.
I did, actually. Damn it.
Yes.
I'll have to finish this. That's my penance.
Oh God. Me too.
All right. So, Judge Rob, pass verdict on this beer.
On the charge of masquerading as a beer. Oh, I find you guilty. You are not a beer.
All right.
You're water.
Go ahead and sentence it, Rob.
I sentence you to drinking.
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 Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of enthusiasm on that, but that's what we got. All right.
What we deserve.
Tell Jacob to get out of the what? Wait.
Wait.
Of my chair. Oh, hey, by the way, I want to mention that you'll notice that Larry's not here today. He has actually joined a new podcast called Beers, Queers, and Steers. It's in
Great
Texas,
for him.
based out of Texas. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. The beer part, the first two are pretty good. I'm a little worried about what they're going to do with the steers.
Yeah, I got a little concerned about that part of the title, too.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. The rest, not so much. But
All right, so, Rob, actually, what is the real reason we're here tonight?
guess what we're going to do?
What are we going to do tonight, Rob?
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to hack. You're going to hack a virtual boy. Now, before you get offended, people, this story is pretty good.
This is a good story,
Tom was out of
actually.
state.
I was out of the country.
Oh, yeah, you were out of the country, weren't you?
Yes.
And he gives me a holler and says, hey, you got to pick up this virtual boy for me. Yeah, all right, sure. How much is it? It's like 30
Too
bucks.
much.
No,
It's
no,
like
it's really
30
cheap.
bucks. So I went to go pick it up, and it was a sketchy place. It was sketchy. It was it wasn't a homeless person that handed it over, but most of the people around us were homeless.
Yeah, so I've got alerts set on my phone that watch for certain items. Well, I'm always keeping an eye open for virtual boy parts and so on. So an alert came up, and I'm in Puerto Rico. So it's like, well, geez, it's a really good deal. Damn, I don't want to miss on this deal. So it's like, Rob, can you, and send him a link, and it's like, sure. And it's like, we go back and forth a few times. We arrange it all out. And so Rob picked this up for me. Virtual Boys, I've got one that actually, my main Virtual Boy that actually is in good order. But then I picked this up for spare parts.
I'm on cam 2 now, so you can...
And without the tripod as usual, because those things are flimsy.
Right, the tripods are always broken, so it came without a tripod. It kind of works, it boots up and so on, but the displays had the normal display corruption that you get when they're old.
Yeah.
So I set it aside, it's spare parts. Well, I'd seen it a while back, something called a virtual tap. And what a virtual tap allows you to do is to tap the signals on these and output it to a full-size monitor. So instead of looking at these small red stereo screens, it takes it and outputs it. They make two versions. They make a SCART version, because it's out of France, and they make a VGA version. And you can specify to the manufacturer what you want. So knowing that the displays were bad in this one, I thought, oh, geez, that'd be a really cool use for this. We do a lot of shows, and, the Virtual Boy is kind of a conversation piece. So I thought, oh, yeah, we'll pick one up. So I went ahead and ordered one just before the end of this year. Thank God I did, because the gentleman who is out of France has stopped producing them now. As of December of this year, he's no longer making them. Don't worry, what we're showing you is still available. You can make your own. In fact, he says if anybody wants, they can make and sell them using his plans.
Nice guy.
The deal being is he doesn't want your customers. You sell it, you deal with it.
Oh,
So, because we know how that goes with when you're manufacturing. So this was out of France. The company name, I don't think there was a real company. It was, what was it called?
Draw me like those French girls.
Right. It was called Futech or something along that. But the device is called a virtual tap. And so he shipped this from France to us. He apologized for using the aluminum foil to wrap it in. Evidently, there was a strike in France when he shipped it, and he couldn't get the anti-static bags in time. And he didn't want to hold them up. So he wrapped it in aluminum foil. Generally, I'm not overly worried about static on modern-day devices, even though they still pack everything in it. V stands for the VGA version of that particular unit. So he's wrapped this in aluminum foil. It's a pretty straightforward mod from the standpoint of the device itself. Installing it is fairly simple. The real complicated part is you actually have to solder onto the board and solder up some connectors. It does not come with the video connectors. Whether it's SCART or VGA, you have to add your own. Same with the switch. He basically just sells you the board and the ribbon cable that will connect it into the display when we're done. So you're
going to be wiring up.
Yeah, we're going to do some wiring here shortly. And then you guys can talk while I'm doing the wiring. For expedience sake, I did a little work, pre-work on this. I've already made up the wiring harness for it with the VGA connector. I am debating whether I want to hack up this case and put the VGA connector in it. For right now, I'm just going to leave it hanging off of pigtails. I've also added I've also put a switch on a pigtail. You can change the colors. He's given you a range of colors you can cycle through. Even though
that is a bonus.
That is a bonus because red is a tough color to look at, and he's got some good choices actually. Let me take a quick look. The possible choices on this are let's see here. You can do it in red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, magenta, white on black, or white inverted. And actually, the white inverted looks pretty cool.
Hello, James.
Hey, James.
Hey, James.
What's up?
So he
Hey, James, Larry, Darlene, everybody.
Hey, all. So I've pre-made the cables so that they're kind of ready to be wired to the board. I do have to wire these onto the board, and then we'll install the board. I've also opened this up. So, but seeing as I had to open this up anyways, to do that, I went ahead and did the bake trick on the displays in here. So those of you who know the Virtual Boy, the thing that always fails on these is the displays. And basically what happens is you start getting graphics corruption, and it's really obvious. It's usually one lens or the other, sometimes both. But it's really obvious. You'll know right away when your Virtual Boy is failing. So I opened it up last night so I'd have it ready for today, and it's like, you know what? While I have it open anyways, and I'm effing around with the displays, I took it, I did the bake fix on the displays, and damned if it didn't turn out really good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's perfect. So
you cannot tell it had a problem.
No. So it took 3 bakes to actually get the displays to work correctly, but I'm going to try to hold this up to the screen so you can see it.
What is the bake fix?
So what you actually do, there's a glue connection on here.
Hey, I don't know.
G2B recommends
Can you
that you
see-
preheat the oven at
Yeah,
350
no,
degrees.
do 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Preheat your oven. Can you see that in the screen?
Keep going closer. We're about like, wait, you know what? I should be looking at the monitor.
Yeah, look at the live one.
Nah, it's all
blurry.
blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, so but I
But
did.
strangely, the camera can't focus on the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, which
amazing
is
3D.
weird. Yeah, they're amazing 3D. Yeah, oh god, yeah, that's yeah, it was horrible. But so I did the bake fix on it. Wow, that turned out absolutely horrible. Well, that was a bad experience, guys, because it just came live on me.
Don't worry, I had the air horn earlier. So
Yeah, okay,
I already
good.
got a headache.
Good. So I went ahead and I just fixed the displays last night. So that being said, because I fixed the displays last night and we're going to VGA mod this thing, I went ahead and ordered that, what do they call the kit? The restoration kit or whatever?
Yeah, where you get the rubber.
Right.
It's not really rubber.
A foam.
It's rubberized, yeah, foam cover for
Right, the original foam cover and the new display stand.
Yep. And the foam cover
Cowl.
cowl, yes,
Yeah.
thank you, is not like the original one, but it's pretty good.
It's
It
$41.
Works, it works great.
Literally, I got the stand.
Yeah, and the stand's better, in my opinion.
Yeah, they did fix the stand problem. And all the parts to fix this up for $41. So
And it looks great.
I wasn't planning on doing that, but the thing is now I baked the displays. I'm going to VGA fix it. All right, so now all of a sudden I'm going to end up with 2 Virtual Boys. But that's all right. I went ahead and removed the screws. You do, if you guys are familiar with any Nintendo products, they have security screws on all of them. You can go online and buy security bit sets. This is a security bit set that I picked up, which has both the small and the large security bits. It'll fit almost every Nintendo product you have. So you have to use that particular part. I've already removed all the screws from this one, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. And then then I'll start actually doing some soldering, and you guys can talk about whatever. But that is the inside of a Virtual Boy. These are these LED displays on either side that I actually put in the oven and baked last night. Again, 180 degrees Fahrenheit, about 7 minutes. Preheat the oven to 180, and what will happen is the ribbon will start to lay flat. And once that ribbon starts going down and laying flat, you know it's right. All you do is you bake it, and then you put a little pressure back on the contacts, and it reflows the solder on them. And they work beautifully after that. There's really very little that can go wrong besides that. They have a spinning mirror arrangement in here, but that seems to be pretty damn durable. Side speakers just pop off when you do this. Again, I'm not going to hack the case tonight. So this unit will eventually end up plugging into one side or the other. What you'll do is you'll remove the existing one, plug this in, plug its display cable into the other plug here, and it'll just be a pass-through. And then it has a tap off here. But I have to actually wire the tap off. I did make the unit up, but I did not put the tap together yet, which we're going to do right now. So, if you guys want to talk about other stuff while I start working on this, you are more than welcome to.
Boys and girls, you may think that sending a Virtual Boy to an external display defeats its purpose, but the invention of this device defeats its own purpose.
That is the God's honest.
Number 2, it actually enables you to play it for more than 15 minutes at a time without getting a pounding headache.
Exactly.
There are a few good games for it. I mean,
There are actually some, I
played Wario Land for like ever.
Red Alert.
Yes, Red Alert is amazing.
Red Alert was a really good game.
Yeah.
I played, because the only time I got to play the game was Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis.
I played that for 20 minutes, took it off at my neck because the friend that I was playing it from did not have the stand. He had it where it was a cage or something that fit on your head and held there. That made my neck feel like it was going to be broken and jammed into me.
That's usually, yeah.
And my eyes felt like I was close to having them just be burned out of my face.
Yeah, and that's the usual thing, and eventually the tripod breaks as
They
usual.
always broke.
And then you use duct tape to strap it to your head to pretend it's virtual. So
Yeah, which was the fix for it. I'll just make some kind of headgear for it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's infinitely better than that Tiger Electronics bullshit that came out around that time. Remember that?
It's better than anything Tiger Electronics came out with.
You remember
They
that,
were so
that
bad.
VR bullshit that came out around the time?
Yeah.
Yes, Jim, you can reflow with a heat gun. Again, watch.
We did that with
Ryan's, I think, actually.
Yeah, with Ryan's.
Ryan did his
episodes.
heat gun.
It's not as even, though.
No, there you go. The oven heats.
No.
So here's the thing. The oven heats all the components evenly to 180. The displays can handle the temperature no problem, so you're not going to melt the plastic on the displays or hurt the displays. You get a much more even temperature distribution when you bake like in a toaster oven or something like that. So I do strongly suggest
Kind of just go to Goodwill
the
and
oven
get a toaster
technique.
oven. Don't use your real one for that kind of stuff.
You know,
It's not for the best.
No, I've heard people say, "Oh, you know, fumes, blah blah blah." No, don't be overly concerned about any of
I would
that.
It smells like hell.
It does smell a little bit bad. I'm not gonna lie about
Smells like
that.
hell.
Yeah, and then you realize it's a virtual boy, so you breathe in the fumes for punishment.
Why am I fixing this thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, so again, I am going to,
Because you can do that for, you can do that with Game Boys too. So you,
reflow the solder.
Yeah, you can just keep going. You can spend your whole life doing that.
Yeah, well, you know, that's pretty much what we do spend our whole lives doing, Rob, is rebuilding these things.
Yep.
So
Bacon Game Boys.
This is nothing new. I remember the very first time I had to repair a 360 from the Red Ring of Death. So for those of you who haven't owned a 360, the very early ones had a really high failure rate, and the way to fix them was to bake them.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to put your products in the oven. Thank you, Microsoft.
Yeah, well, or there was if you didn't want a chance putting it in the oven, you could do the wrap it in a towel.
I remember the wrap it in a towel.
Wrap it in a towel fix and make it heat itself up so hot that it reflowed the solder.
Yeah, that's.
Baking items is nothing new in the world of electronics.
Did that actually with
Yes.
one of my friends.
Oh, you did?
The towel method
Yeah.
with one of my friends. Because he was like, I don't trust putting it in the oven because our oven is not good.
And not accurate. Yeah, you have to have an accurate oven if you're going to do
So
that.
therefore, I was just like, okay, we took 4 towels and just
Kept wrapping it?
wrapped it where we went around it lengthwise once, then widthwise, then lengthwise, then widthwise, and then put a jacket on over it just to make sure. And it was like, okay, let's go get lunch.
That's it. And you literally let it run till it had a thermal overload, so it would shut down after a while from the thermal overload, and you'd power it back up, then after it cooled down and reflowed, and yeah, 9 times out of 10, it would at least get it working again. It never lasted.
Remember that heat times time equals death for electronics. Just keep that in mind. When we're saying stuff like this is because we're drunkards.
Yes.
And we do stuff like this because we just
Don't care.
don't care very much.
Buy more reliable.
Yeah, we pretty much
I mean, go, you know, Xbox had a trade-in program, and I knew a lot of people who were doing the baking at the time. I was like, just turn the damn thing in. Don't do that. You know,
Yeah,
it's
really.
just not the best thing.
Now, we
However,
pretty
you
much
know what?
given
If
up
you
on
needed
life.
it for the weekend, this was getting it rolling again. You know?
In a pinch.
Yeah.
In a bake.
In a bake,
In a
yeah.
bake.
So that was
I
again.
kinda would go ahead.
Reflowing old solder connections is not unusual.
But you should dress up like Betty Crocker or something.
Oh, now that would be
Yeah, it's like
Swedish
you're doing
chef.
it.
Swedish chef.
Oh shit, yeah, imagine just my walk in your kitchen, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm baking my Xbox. You'd be committed.
Hey, it worked though.
Yeah.
It did work.
And the same thing, it does work for fixing these old Virtual Boys. And that's pretty much the thing that always...
In Virtual Boy, you're not going to have a choice. Nintendo is not going to take this thing back. And
No, they will not speak of it.
Yeah. It
Sure, they don't mind.
It does fix the issue though, you know? I mean, it's not the again, the I would say the cleanest fix, but it is a fix and it works.
It's great for your cheap
So the
Chinese
guy,
consoles.
I gotta say, the board is really, really well manufactured. The guy did a really nice job on this. Everything's clearly labeled, which I live for. Are clearly labeled systems. Construction's quite nice. I mean, now here's the problem. As I just mentioned, he is no longer manufacturing them. We will have links to the GitHub where you can get all the plans for it. He has very graciously released the entire package as, I won't call it public domain, but so that you can make your own if you want to. And he even said, hey, if you want to make them and sell them, feel free, but the customers are yours.
I'm going to re-aim this camera slightly so it's a little better view.
Yeah, because that.
I could be using a slightly finer soldering iron for this, but this is what I had in my tool case right now, so this is what I'm using.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, it's like this with these live hacks. Tom actually has to do this stuff, so You'll get a little bit of handover action.
Yeah,
I'll try and show you.
Yeah, I will try to show you after I get the soldering joint done what the board looks like. I just want to get these all in here first.
Alright, that's much better.
Again, I did. Like I said, I did pre-make up these cables for it. It does not come. So he makes two versions. He makes it. Well, he made two versions. He made a SCART version and this VGA version. I think the VGA version myself would be a little more practical than a SCART version. I mean, yeah, you can do component out. Component out's the same as SCART. So if you were so inclined, you could buy a SCART version and make it into a component out version. It's the same signals. All right. So far I've put the RGB on it to a VGA connector. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue on here. So the other two lines, you need a horizontal and vertical syncing for a VGA and ground. Do not reverse the horizontal and vertical sync. It really will make everything very unhappy.
James wants you to please borrow his FBR AX100.
F-Brax.
Tell Jim, this is my tool case. I'm okay with it. I have a very nice soldering station at home. I just didn't bring it.
Well, we also have a soldering station here, but
Ryan
burnt up.
This is why we don't let Ryan have anything.
No. You know what? I honestly think I have like 2 or 3 of those, so I should.
Yeah, I got one too.
Vertical.
I think
a couple of them around. Yeah. They're nice and cheap.
Yeah, they've gotten cheap. They used to be horribly expensive.
Well, nice and cheap Chinese knockoffs, so we can all have them.
Yeah.
Just a hot piece of metal.
It's a hot piece of metal. It's a hot ass piece of metal,
baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everybody look.
Oh, and it's a Uber camera that he never uses.
Oh, well, yes, Jim, we will borrow that. I thought he was talking about a soldering station. Yes, Jim, we will borrow your Uber camera that you never use.
Sadly, our limitations of cameras are due to the USB ports on the device right now.
Yeah.
I actually have to cut down the resolution on this guy. This one can't do 1080i because I can't do both down the bus. That's why we're going to switch over to, we're probably going to do a desktop, and I'll just have separate USB lines for each one. What happens is like this one's stuttering a little bit. It'll stutter a little bit when I got 2 cameras running, and that's unfortunately life of a laptop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this ain't a cheap laptop.
No.
All right, so let's see here. But again,
I've tried bringing it out through the USB-C too, and it just doesn't. But don't worry, get another one. Then we'll borrow. Then we'll go borrow Jim's camera. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he
That's a
popped
nice
up
camera.
a link for the video.
Oh, okay.
Let's see this. Oh, that's actually like a actual camcorder.
all right. So again, I'm just gonna
We
get.
only have like what 4 or 5 cameras around here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time. All right. So now I'm putting in the horizontal and vertical sync lines on here. Now, you don't have to use the color changing switch that I'm going to be adding onto this one. That is an option. It defaults to red.
If you want a little bit better detail, you can watch on YouTube too. Facebook streaming is crap.
Sucks, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just crap.
Why are you sorry? You didn't do it.
No,
Facebook's
I'm
fault.
sorry that we put it on Facebook, but you know.
Fuck you, Zuck.
He's about to. Evidently, I don't know if you've been listening to there are cries for his head lately about regulation. He is not going to be a happy camper. They're all over him right now.
Oh, he's a robot. He doesn't have emotion.
YouTube has a comment that I have no clue even how to go about it.
Does it involve farm animals?
No, it's
okay, good.
New Vectrex repo PCB board send on YouTube. I have no clue what that is.
That is, so, as you all know, this group built a full-size
Vectrex
machine. Right, but we actually used an original Vectrex. Well, gosh, they've been working on a repo board that will actually it's the Vectrex hardware redesigned on a new board, and Jason Kopp and Jason's kind of doing some side work on it. Jason's, again, if you haven't seen his work, he does some amazing work. This thing's going to allow people to basically build their own Vectrexes.
You know, we were just talking about this, like in during break.
Yeah.
Before the show, we were just talking about the fact that, you know, what's his name? The immortal John Hancock.
Yeah.
Had talked about, you know, how the cheap Chinese handhelds are kind of ruining the experience. I don't agree with that at all. By the way, I think that, you know,
getting people to play the thing.
Yeah, is the most important part. Having fun is the point of video games, not accuracy.
Exactly.
But we were talking about how this is going to be a moot point. You know, in 10, 20 years, people, the Chinese or us or people at home are going to be able to just reproduce these consoles, these old consoles. We're just going to be able to reproduce them. Like, not maybe 100% perfect, but something that's much closer than what we're doing with emulation now. It's just going to happen. This is another example of that kind of thing, that we're just going to get more and more of these systems that are getting closer and closer to the original, but have some new features on them and new abilities. And I think that's cool as hell.
Yeah,
anyway,
I am good with this. We live in the golden age of retro gaming.
Too much solder to get it
That
through.
is, by the way, a trademark of Skyboy TD.
Damn straight, golden age of retro gaming.
But I agree with you. I think this is a great time to be into gaming. It's just,
Yeah, for
there's
retro
so much
gaming,
to do.
retro gaming at least, and indie gaming. As for AAA gaming, you fans of AAA gaming, I'm so sorry. I am so not really, but
we got a couple.
You know,
good
if you're
games.
dead set on it, I'm so sorry.
No,
You might as well read a book. This is pretty much, you know, you'll get more
Far Cry
substance on
5.
that. And
Far Cry 5 was pretty good. That was good.
Yeah,
But pretty much everything else the last couple of years has been kind of depressing.
Guys, if you're looking for a AAA experience, pick up a book, and trust me, there's no DLC for that. So, you know.
You know, that's going to happen. You know that's going to
books with DLC. Don't give people ideas.
We're going to go from chapter 15 to 17. If you want to find out what happened in chapter 16.
Hey, I'm going to go let in, supposedly, the one that broke the soldering.
Oh.
Because he is stuck outside. Hey, let me in.
All right.
Who locked the door?
I don't know. I didn't.
Nobody locked
All right,
the
so
door.
here it is now. So now we've got the VGA pigtail on here. Basically, it's just to get a female VGA socket.
Pull it back a little bit. There you go.
So it's a VGA socket soldered to the board. Again, the board is clearly labeled as to the connection, so they did a really good job. And then I just color-coded the wires accordingly, you know, RGB, and then yellow for a horizontal and and orange for vertical sync. And then I'm using gray for ground in this case because I didn't want to use black. Black would be a little confusing. So that's the VGA connector. Now I'm going to add one more device to this. Again, I'm going to go ahead and hang a push button off of here as well, so we can do color selection, so you can change the color on the fly.
I want to note that Ryan is back in the house. I want everybody to thank the folks who invented penicillin. Thanks, penicillin.
Yay, penicillin!
Yes!
We can't even do something fun, you know? Without us just wrecking it.
Well, without penicillin, we wouldn't be here. Hey!
Ryan!
There, Ryan. Just push that out of your
Slayer of soldering irons is here.
Yes.
What happened to this one?
Just push that out of your way.
Not yet.
Uh,
We prayed for him, he has arrived.
The one he's got right now is one I use. I've got that one at home.
I know you caught the other one on fire, remember?
Which,
Rob's.
if you read some of those Amazon reviews,
If you'll just read the Amazon.
It says it caught on fire.
there's a bunch that say it works perfect. The other guys are like, check all your wiring, open it up.
Yeah, there's some terrifying stuff.
Yeah.
I've actually had 3 soldering irons on there. I didn't want to say that while Ryan was around, so he wouldn't know. But I've actually had 3 soldering irons on there, and all of them have burnt out. It'll just like max it. And all the numbers, you'll set it, it'll be okay, and then all of a sudden it'll go boop, all the way up and just burn the thing up. Yeah, that's why I have 2 of them. Because, you know.
That's what I plan on buying.
$60 a piece. You can have one for each arm. I bought. I got the smaller model of it. It's pretty nice.
I have that iron, so I'm gonna just get the heat. What do they call it?
Just get a blow dryer.
Oh yeah,
really
yeah,
small tip.
So this soldering iron,
That's
I like this soldering iron. I gotta put a new tip on this
The
one.
lights help.
And again, the fact it doesn't roll when you put it down is great. It really works
Doesn't
extremely well.
Start the table on fire or anything.
Exactly. It sits well. It's got a nice cool grip on it. No, the Weller has been in the soldering iron
Hey
business
Jim,
forever.
does that camera have USB out or does it have an HDMI out on it? I'm waiting for him to bounce back.
Jim.
We really need to get a Discord.
That's an excellent idea, actually.
I love this message from Ryan. I'm stuck outside. Did you do that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm
Hey.
stuck outside.
I was the last one in, but I didn't lock nothing. I just opened and closed doors. That's it. That's all I did.
But don't bump.
I walked down 18 flights of stairs and still got stuck.
That's so
At
sad,
the
isn't
second
it?
to last level.
Stupid accountants. I thought we murdered all the accountants a couple episodes ago, didn't we?
We should have.
We lit
I
that on
thought
fire.
they thought all these floors went underwater.
They're pretty close. They're pretty close.
Yeah.
I readjusted the sump pumps last weekend.
I was looking for my solder wick, which
so
I
they
don't
don't
see
run
yet.
constantly.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we have a river running under us right now, really.
Dude,
Get
that's
some
awesome.
solder between the pads
It's
here.
pretty cool.
That's okay. I've
Pretty nice.
learned how to deal with. How did you put it on Brown Liquor Christmas? My roommate. It's,
Grab you any solder wick?
This is pertains
Upstairs.
to the gimp.
yes.
Oh yeah.
The gimp is.
Gimp.
The gimp is loose, oh no!
No, the gimp is in the room. But
Let me test real quick, he said. Oh, it's got both sweet. Because then we can just pass it through the, we can pass it through the HD60 probably. And just sync it up to that. That'd be cool. Ah,
All right.
I love live hacks. You never know what's going to go wrong during a live
No, well, like
live
me
hack.
just accidentally putting a big solder blob on there, but bad time.
Oh,
I think
oh, I was
I
about to
think
say,
you do
burn
need the new
yourself.
tip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that tip's had it, man.
Holy crap. Just the tip, Tom. Just the tip.
My tip's all gnarly, Rob.
Ugh.
All right, that looks good. Okay. All right.
I like Digerman's idea of us getting a 360 camera.
I've got 360 cams. If you want to do
Let's
360,
go pop one of those
damn,
up at
let's
the
do
end.
that. Yeah.
I got a ton of 360 cams. In fact, I just ordered a new one for the business.
Or hell, just
You gotta love the base they put in the inside of the soldering
It's
stand.
terrifying. That is like one bad
It's
soldering
like flowers. You see it?
stand. Well, I drew those in there.
You drew.
Nice.
Like
With my solder tip. My iron tip.
Very nice.
recycling apparently.
And
Yeah.
apparently. Well, they got it
Nice
from,
rose and
What's that?
there's a rose in
Yeah, like a little.
Oh my
flowers.
God.
like total recycling.
do you like the
metal.
burn hole through the
repurposed.
back of it where I stuck
I did
the
like the
solder
burn.
iron?
I did like the burn hole. The fact that the soldering iron burned through the stand.
Tom goes, is that stand burn resistant? And there's like a big burn hole going through the back of it. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not.
I have to see the full pattern. Odd night. Solder.
Welcome to the adventures of Curious Ryan.
Soldered iron.
Okay, so now we've added the switch onto it. You go.
You want me to
hey
zoom back?
Jason.
No, that's fine.
I can zoom back.
So we've just, and the push button's just a momentary push button switch. It's got a
Limit
place
to
there
your
that's
left.
got a P for a push button, and then you hook it to ground as well. So I've done that as well. Can you see it okay, Rob?
Well, no. Here,
To my left.
a little bit more. A little bit more.
Oh.
Okay, now squish it in a little.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Looks
All right.
beautiful.
So so I've added that just a little momentary push button, which
Oh hey,
allows to change screen color.
I
So
now see that.
And
you're,
we have a TV that can
Get
do
locked out on
YouTube.
the chat.
Why don't we have that up when we're
it's
doing
still
these?
delayed so much that it's
I guess.
easier for you just to
That
check the video.
is-
Okay,
It
so
only takes me, 2 hours to get what you're talking about because I'm...
at this
Yeah.
point now,
Totally.
that's pretty much set up.
Yeah.
So the install for the device itself is fairly simple. All right. Needless to say, you can't really put it in backwards because it's only going to go in one place. The original, I don't know if you can see the Virtual Boy. Can you see the Virtual Boy on the screen?
Yes.
So the original one has dots, and basically you can tell that. But again, the metal side goes down, blue side goes up, so you're not going to have an issue with that. You can put it on either side. There's equal clearance on either side, so we're not going to worry about that. So we're just going to very carefully remove the existing one. Be careful about pulling these in and out. They are kind of fragile. You really don't want to go yanking them around.
So I keep telling you, Tom.
We're going to go ahead and replace it with the feed, the out feed from here. And same thing, just gently insert that into there. Rob, gently, Rob.
Gently.
Insert it gently, Rob.
Just the tip.
All right. Now this part's a little trickier. This one isn't a slide. This flips up on this style connector. You're going to insert that directly into there, like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you as turned on as I am right now?
He's got a little chubby going there.
A little chub for the Virtual Boy.
Okay. So at this point, the device is in circuit.
Full.
When we're done, it'll just tuck right into here behind
Well, if
the
it lasts
lens
for more than 4 hours,
and
go
won't
find a
interfere.
medical professional.
But we're actually going to test this with everything opened up because you know my rule about closing things up. I don't close anything up until I test it.
3 floors above, and last time they tried issuing,
All right, let's turn the monitor on.
they ran out of the penicillin.
Let's put a game cartridge in here. Like that. Let's hook some power up to this baby.
Well, they asked me when I came by if I needed it, and I was like, no.
All right, shall we try this, guys? What do you think?
I think it's.
Is it going to blow up?
Well, it was nice knowing y'all if it does.
Well, if you
there we go, Snow.
If you type in guys game.
Ah, look at that.
Holy crap!
That is freaking awesome, guys.
Wait, I kind of want to look at the screen.
job.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and
I'm
read.
going to bring things up so you can see.
That is freaking awesome. Okay, let me try this. Oh, look at that.
Oh, you can.
Oh, that is
Isn't that
the
cool?
missile.
Oh, wait, now it gets better. I love this mode. Yeah, black text on white.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is really well done. All right. So, there you go, guys. That is the VGA fix. I'll start putting this back together. Let's go into the game. I've got Virtual Tennis in here right now, so let's go ahead and give Virtual Tennis a try.
And there's already headphones on it.
Right, so there's no audio through that. They've got a stereo output jack.
Yeah,
right.
So you just go straight to a
Exactly.
regular speaker.
So if I wasn't an idiot, I would be doing that all the time.
Yeah.
So you can...
Who's those guys?
Oh, it looks great, guys.
That looks good.
The VGA looks really, really good. So he's basically doubled the resolution. He's it basically upscales 2x.
Very nice. It looks good.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah. We're all looking at it on the screen instead of
Well,
looking at
people
it
can see
on
it.
the screen.
Well, that actually makes me feel like...
Did it say Donkey Jr.?
Yeah, Donkey Jr. Whoa! Fudge. I wasn't paying attention. No, actually, I just suck at this game. I was paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It still kind of looks slightly 3D-ish.
Yeah.
Well, because they drew everything in perspective. Okay, so this looks really good. I'm going to try another game. My favorite game on the Virtual Boy was Red Alert.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and boot up Red Alert here and see how Red Alert looks.
I
That game
never
was
got to
amazing.
play that.
Red Alert was
I'm-
amazing, dude.
Oh, no, I'm talking about on VGA.
Wait, I think it's Red Alarm.
Red Alarm? Maybe it's Red Alarm.
Yeah, it's Red Alarm.
Red Alarm,
Red
I'm sorry,
Alert
I
is
said Red
already
Alert,
a
yeah.
franchise.
Yeah, so Red Alarm.
Yeah, Red Alarm. I just remembered.
So let's go ahead and insert that in there.
It's not a Command and Conquer game? Oh.
Yeah. All right, and let's boot it up again. So we should get snow when we boot it up. There's our snow. Beautiful. Auto adjusting RG. All right. Now, if you notice, you only see two of the displays, the Virtual Boy displays.
I never realized it said VB.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's interesting. It's so much clearer on here. You
Yeah.
can see things better.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about the VBs is there'd normally be 4, but remember, we're only using half the display. So you're only displaying one side of it. We talked about that automatic pause. All the games, because this thing was such an eye strain, would...
It would warn you all the damn
Exactly.
time.
You know, you should take a break. Hey, you should take a break. You really should take a break.
And me being a kid, I'm like, no, I don't take breaks from video games. Let me die.
Okay, I'm going to say I'm not so sure this translates as well over.
This one looks like it kind of needs
The 3D.
to
Yeah.
Oh, some of
Yeah.
the lines are being drawn for one eye, some are being drawn for the other. You think?
Possibly, but more so to the point is it looks
You don't
pretty.
get the depth.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, you don't get the depth, and because it's a wireframe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
that whole game is wireframe.
Let's start the game and see if it looks any better in game. But I gotta say, this one did not translate as well over.
It looks about what I remember.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think this one actually looks better in the through the 3D goggles.
Probably, for the most part, it looks exactly how I remember it.
It's a good game.
Wireframe insanity. But yeah, I highly enjoyed it.
Okay, but I gotta say, I don't think this one translates over as well. Okay, let's try a different one.
Oh, it changed color. Try a different color. Maybe
Oh, you know what? That's possible too. Maybe it's a.
maybe there's a different color. It might be
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
I
little
gotta
bit.
say, yeah, it looks exactly how I remember it.
Yeah, no, I don't think that
Yeah.
improves anything on that one. That game is really set to optimize the use of the display, so I don't see much improvement on that.
Yeah.
Let's try. I didn't bring all my games. Let's try Mario Clash.
There we go.
I suspect this one will look quite good like this.
It probably
This is
will.
double my collection.
All right, and there's our snow. Let's play this in a
Three
different
of them.
color though. Let's avoid the red. Let's see here. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's a Virtual Boy. It's
The
a
green
game,
does look
right?
pretty nice.
Yeah, green would probably be a
That's
lot
the green.
easier on the
Actually, I
eyes.
kind of like
That
the
paper
inverse.
interesting.
Yeah.
Let's try the inverse.
Holy
I like
crud,
the
it's
inverse.
Macintosh mode.
Yeah, Mac mode. Mac mode. There
Yes.
you go. Automatic pause.
There we go.
That actually looks pretty good. Huh.
Surprised they didn't have a Game Boy
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, right? Like an LCD screen?
LCD.
I bet he's like,
Ooh, no, black and white
yeah.
is not good
No,
for
that's
this one.
not
All
good
right,
for
let's pick a
Mario.
different color.
oh, that look, yeah. It looked good for a minute, though.
Yeah. Oh, that is.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
horrendous. But it looks really good in the red. The green's good. The yellow is good. Green's good.
That's a nice
Yeah,
one.
otherwise inverse
Teal's a little
looks
bit.
Teal's not bad.
Does brightness do anything on this? I would guess
No,
not.
no. Your monitor brightness will.
Yeah.
Black and white looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I don't know about the darker colors.
Welcome to TI-99 mode.
Actually, the black and white mode looks quite good.
Alright.
I'm sorry,
Otherwise,
Timex
I would have
Sinclair
said the
mode.
green mode
Yeah.
would have been my preferred.
I've never played this game actually, so I don't.
Oh, really?
Does it play like the old one? It looks
Yeah.
like it plays like
Yeah,
the
but
old
it's
one.
3D.
Yeah, so there's
You're actually there's a foreground and a background.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
pretty much
okay.
like the original Mario arcade
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, overall though, guys, I have to say,
That's
what,
a good hack.
what a nice hack.
It is. Yeah.
I agree.
So now I have to debate whether I'm actually going to go chopping up the case and mounting the this plug in the case.
What you could do is you could just get some, some tube and run it as a cable out.
Which I did set it up to do. I actually have the ends and stuff, so I can do
nice.
that. And I think that I'm leaning more towards doing that. Just kind of, I used a very thin,
And then
flexible
maybe
wire.
making a clip so you can just clip it to the side of the unit.
Yeah, something like that, where I don't have to damage the case. I'm thinking that's probably a better fix in the long run. I used a very flexible,
That way the purist will
thin
get
wires
tube
that I
it.
could actually just kind of snake through the side.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
No.
Make
A little pinch on it, but it shouldn't hurt it. So, again, guys, I gotta say, it's a great fix.
That's a good hack.
We'll definitely have some links on it on our website. I will put this out there right now. You'll see this at Midwest Gaming Classic. We will have this Virtual Boy set up with the VGA screen display so you can see how well it works for you. Again, the guys released it as a freebie. You have to build your own, but it's kind of cool that you can. Yeah, I told you that. I thought the reverse mode was good until I saw it on a game like this. But again, the fact you can cycle through the colors and stuff is really freaking nice.
I'm really impressed with that. That looks really good.
In black and white, it looks.
Yeah, it does.
It looks so good in black and white. You lose a. It's interesting. You get a lot more shading in the black and white if you look at it compared to the colors. The colors all look very monotone, but as soon as you go to that black and white,
You get a lot more shade.
it looks like you get shading.
Well, just find what color works best for which game.
Yeah, it's really a matter of playing around with it. But again, you've got that capability.
That was a good idea to add the colors, though. I think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
really
That makes it.
It sends
Because
over the top
compare
so
this
often.
black and white to the original red, and it's just red is hard on the eyes. It's the hardest color for the eye to process, and it just in the long run is hard on the eyes. They did it because red LEDs, and that's what the displays were like. So, but overall, I am really pleased with this hack, gentlemen.
I think we can declare that a success.
I would say that was definitely a success. So, Rob, what do we got coming up? Anything?
No, just MGC.
Well, actually, if we want, there might be something coming up. We'll talk about it after the show, though. We're not going to talk about it online.
MGC.
I just want to talk about MGC.
I was gonna say
MGC's coming up quicker than
This
you
is
know.
my,
when is MGC?
April 13th, 14th, something, 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Oh,
I wait my whole year.
It's coming up that fast, and we've got all sorts of new surprises. Besides, now we have the
we're back
Vectrex
on
VGA. I'm sorry, not Vectrex. Virtual Boy VGA. You can see there's a whole bunch of other surprises coming up for that too. I know Drunken Larry's working on a big project for it. I'm working on a project for it. Travis is working on a project for it. There is a lot of new goodies you're going to see this year at the Midwest Gaming Classic from the Guys Games and Beer group. So definitely check us out while you're there. What else we got going on, Rob? Anything?
No, it's pretty quiet. I mean, more game giveaways.
Yeah.
Some
Oh God.
Stuff.
Might want to mention what we've been doing.
We've been in honor of Drunken Larry's 55th anniversary as a drunken master. We've been giving away Leisure Suit Larry all week. What do you think it's going to be next week there, Tom?
I still have a few copies of Crazy Taxi to give away.
Woo!
And a few copies of Space Marines to give away.
Nice.
So next week we'll be giving away that. I have two more. There are 2 more episodes of the Leisure Suit Larry. We got 6 and 7 to give away.
Good.
We'll give away 6 tomorrow and 7 on Thursday. So again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because here's the cool thing: when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, as soon as I post that video, it pops up and says, "Guys, Games and Beer put up a new video." And if you get the video before anybody else, you get that free game.
That's right.
subscribe, hit that bell.
That's right. Definitely
Yes.
want to do that. So let's look at doing those games over the next few days. The magic smoke just scared the shit out of me for just a moment, though. Anytime I'm like, you saw the smoke too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And both me and Ryan are going, what the hell?
Quick, turn off the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Adding a little bit of suspense
right away
here,
from
ladies
that
and
side.
gentlemen.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, but again, so we will be giving away that, and there will be lots of more giveaways coming up. So, to my faithful Twitter followers, you guys have been really good, and our numbers are back up above 750 followers on Twitter. I'm going to give away a game exclusively just for my Twitter followers tomorrow. So if you're not following us on Twitter, you
Better follow
probably
us on
should.
Twitter.
So not only am I going to give away Leisure Suit Larry, the 6th in the series tomorrow, there will be another freebie just for people who follow us on Twitter. It will be amazing. I'm going to pick something extra special for them because they are dedicated followers.
You are.
So we will give away something special just for them tomorrow. So if you're not following us on Twitter, why not? I give away free games on there all the time too, and I will give away exclusives just for Twitter followers.
Speaking of, you can check out our website at www.guysgamesandbeer.net, where it is linked to the Guys Games and Beer Hub. There's not just that main screen where you see every episode of Guys Games and Beer. If you keep hitting that back, you can go all the way back to the last 200 episodes. But wait, you want to see the very first episode of Guys Games and Beer? You want to do that? You that crazy? Well, if you go on to archive.org and there's a link on top of our website, you can see the very first. Well, you can hear it because we didn't.
Yeah, we
record
did.
video
We were.
back then.
Yeah.
But you can hear every episode of Guys Games and Beer ever made. That is just insane. But
We've had some amazing interviews over
we've
the
had
ages.
some amazing interviews. We've had some amazing.
I Fight Dragons was on the show.
Yeah, they were.
So if you
Lords of the Trident have been on the show more than once.
that's it. So yeah, definitely worth going back to listening to some of those old episodes.
Sure is. You'll get a laugh, guaranteed.
We
All
always
right,
do.
but wait, is there more? Yeah, on the right hand side on top, you're gonna see that YouTube's there, and you can just go right YouTube. you can see that Facebook's there. You can go to www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer. We're on there pretty much daily. Something goes on there daily. Also in the Guys Games.
We
and
won't
Beers
talk about what
support
goes
group.
on there,
Yeah, we
Rob.
won't, no. Ever since the sheep episode.
I know. That wasn't my fault.
And from that website on the bottom right hand side, you can see our Twitter feed. That's right, @GuysGamesBeer. What? You're just on YouTube? What the hell? www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer. We live stream there too. If you're not watching on Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube. And it's probably clearer, to be honest. If you really just want to see our mugs, much clearer.
Yeah, it is much clearer. There's less lag.
All those horrible things that happen when you're on Facebook. And then finally, we're going to be returning to Twitter within the next
Twitch.
We're already on Twitter.
Have another beer up. We're gonna be returning to Twitch in the next couple episodes.
Yay!
We'll be back on there streaming live, so that zoo will be back on with the most oddball comments.
If you want a good laugh, man, just look at the commentary that goes on that. It's truly amazing.
And that is pretty much all I have to say about this. Yet another successful hack. We'll give that one a thumbs up.
Big thumbs up on this one, man.
Very much for watching, and we'll see you next week, 6:15 p.m. CST.
Let up!
Bye.
Later.
Peace.
I gotta say, I really like this hack. So, you missed the very beginning part. This was the one that Rob...
I will run the Twitch chat.
You go, because that insanity.
But it's going.
So,
do you want me to run the Twitch chat as a commenter on my Twitch, or do you want to give me the information to log into the Twitch?
That's fully up to you.
Let it cool and put it back in.
It's insane.
So,
I have no problems doing this.
this is a really nice fix, Rob.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I really
Kind of
this makes
tempted
it
to do it
playable.
to mine.
It's again, and look, you don't have to. Again, we can, like you said, we'll hang them off the side. I agree with you.
Yeah, and then just put it into a tube.
Yeah, I'll put a little thin tube across them.
Too bad these don't just pop off.
I tried. Yeah, they
It'd
don't.
be nice if like just VGA.
Yeah.
Where the Nintendo thing was. Then if you need
You know,
to put
you
it back,
could.
you just.
You could take that off and
The speaker
drill a
off.
hole. Oh,
That's the speaker.
That's the speaker on each side.
Okay,
Right,
you
the
don't
speaker
wanna
goes
do
up
that.
A little hole, but the speaker's literally
Right there. Yeah.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, unfortunately. Boy, but I'll tell you, it really does. The graphics.